We're a family of 4. We have a boy and a girl. Our oldest one is 5, he's Ethan, and our daughter Avery is almost 3, and she's the one here at Rise. About 3 months before Avery was born, they were looking at a GI issue that the OBGYN had noticed. The GI issue turned out to be something called duodenum atresia, which is a blockage in the lower intestine. So he did a thorough exam of the heart and noticed another condition called atrial ventricular septal defect, also known as AVSD. Those 2 things at the same time, he let us know there's a really high chance of Down syndrome and called us about a week later to come back to the office to tell us that she has Down syndrome. So learning about the GI issue, which needed surgery, the atrial ventricular septal defect, which would need open heart surgery, and the Down syndrome all came within about 7 days of each other.
We found out about Rise when she was still in the NICU, so she was probably only 2 months old. A few months later, I looked at the website and I was like, wow, this would be great for her. And when we got her diagnosis, we didn't know, like, is she gonna be able to walk right away? Is she gonna be able to talk? And then the Rise School just seemed like the perfect opportunity.
Avery came here when she was 1.5. The only thing she could do physically was sit up, and I think you had to help her sit up. So she had some muscle tone delays and was not mobile. So you had to she wasn't crawling. You had to pick her up and move her wherever you wanted to go, and she'd either be laying down, or if you put her in a sitting position, she could sit there. She actually took her first steps at Rise, and it kind of came out of nowhere. So for a while, she was able to stand and walk with a walker. And we had never seen her walk without the walker at home, though we felt like she could do it, and the walker was more of a confidence thing for her. But she's got a great physical therapist here at school. The teachers, work on it with her when he's not there as well. And then one day, the physical therapist texted us that, she just took 7 steps today. And we're like, whoa, not even 1 or 2, it was like 7. And then very quickly, 7 steps, with the physical therapist, within 2 weeks became walking everywhere. So it was a real exponential explosion. Sign language has come a long way for her as well. So I know she gets to practice her sign language here. The teachers encourage it. They know the appropriate signs, ask her for it. They know how to interpret it when she's giving signs back. So she's done very well with sign language, and now she says about a dozen words.
The communication with the teachers has been great because they'll tell us what books they're reading that week, what their lesson plans are, what colors they're working on, so we just reinforce that at home. So like 1 month they were reading Brown Bear, Brown Bear. We have that book at home, so we read it frequently, and I think that helped with Avery's language and communication development. And I think she started saying bird, and she'll sign bird as she's trying to say tweet. She'll go tweet, tweet, tweet. When she sees a bird. She's saying cat and duck. She tries to say bear. She's very smart. I know she can't really speak a lot, but she understands a ton, and to hold her back artificially would just be a huge disservice to her. And Rise has done the opposite. They've expanded her skills, they've challenged her.
She's just a really happy, genuine, tough person. And you can throw anything at her and she's always going to be smiling.